Hey friends, long time no see. Um, so we're all trying to figure out things to do during quarantine instead of just laying around. Um, Recently got Disney Plus, so I'm on my second round of Moana. I love that movie. I love the songs in that movie. So good. So one of the things we're doing, we were going through all of our comics and getting together read and unread and reread stuff. So just looking through and remembering when I read this or that kind of thing. Even came across some books that like now I'm like, why did I spend money on those? Why do I have these? I really enjoyed the show, that Vampire Diaries. Like, what am I doing with these? I don't think I need these. I'm probably going to find some way to get rid of these. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Vampire Diaries. I enjoyed that show. I was thinking though, I was like, now if they did ones, or if they've done ones that are more in line with Riverdale, like the Netflix show, that would be a guilty pleasure because I really liked that show. It was really stupid, I know, but I liked it. Anyway, this is a book we've had for a while and I haven't read that I am going to read. Cyberfrog, Blood Honey. So I've got a book that I'm finishing, and if I can get just a couple of hours of no one bothering me and just read it, I'll be done with it, and then I'll move on to this. I am really excited about this. I've looked through it, and the artwork is just phenomenal. So much better than any new things you see. And I've been thinking a lot about how much fun it was whenever we had a comic shop in our town, because we had like our pull list, but I liked going and being able to look at like little one-off books and stuff and look at, things that were coming out of like small publishers and things, because it was just a lot of fun to just be able to see some things that, they weren't DC, Marvel, or any Image, any really big company, but they were putting out really good stuff. This was one I'm excited because Troy put this in his list, and I'd love to be able to talk to somebody about it. And I've got 5 of them. I don't know if they did any more. I'm missing the number 1. I thought I had that. I'll have to just keep looking in the boxes, I guess. But Hime. And this is such a cool book. I would recommend this to anybody because it's just a really cool concept. I mean, if I tell you anything, it kind of gives it away, but it is one of the coolest things. Like, I would reread this. And I really should do some research and see if they've come out with more of these, because it was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed this. Obvious, it has Vikings. And, like, look at that dude. Magic and, just all that fun stuff. Very, magic and kind of Frankenstein putting, they put this guy together. But it was really cool. So I'm really excited for Troy to read it so he can agree with me that it's a really, really cool idea that they did. Another one that we picked up, I've only got 2 of, but it was really cool. These kids are like on a field trip and they get like transported or something. And it's just really creepy, the woods. So it's another one I need to get back out on the internet and see if they came out with more of these, because I really liked it. I thought that was really good. A graphic novel I picked up, and I think I've shown this book before. I really love the artwork in this book. I just ran across a really cool picture, if I can find it again. But it's the Northlanders, and it's just book 1, Sven Returned. Sven. Look at that. I just think that the artwork in this book, it was so cool. They do a lot of, like, you know, where, you know, everything's kind of in blues or it's in reds. But this was a really cool, I thought it was a really good book. I really enjoyed this. Lots of ladies in the book. But I don't remember that as much as it being a really good story. So, if you don't want to see titties, then maybe you shouldn't get this book. But if you can overlook that for a good story, this is really good. Northlanders. And another one that I should go back out there. Do they have a book too? Because I would probably just continue on with a graphic novel. I like that it's, you know, it's, you know, paper. It's not the shiny paper. It's regular paper. It smells like a book. It smells great. Another series that I really loved, you know, I got into reading comics whenever they did the New 52. Whenever that happened, although I was not exclusive to getting just DC books. I did get some Marvel books. And the Marvel book that I got that I really, really enjoyed was Thor. And during this whole time, the artwork was just so beautiful. I mean, all of these books, you know, I loved looking at the covers, and, you know, I could speed read through it, but, you know, you go back and you look at all the pictures because they're all just little works of art, every single one of them. And this was one of the ones that I looked forward to the most. So I guess it was Thor, God of Thunder. And I have all of them because they were all just spectacular. I love the kind of pastel muted palette that they went with all of these. I mean, just so cool. And then they did a series on the God Bomb, and it was so good. I mean, just it was amazing. I looked forward to getting this, you know, every month, and just kind of devouring these books. They were so good. And whenever, you know, this ended and they were gonna, you know, kind of revamp and restart again, you know, Troy's like, give it a chance, you know, it might be good. I hated it. So I got the first one when they did this, and I just hated it. I mean, I get, like, you know, obviously, you know, these people, you know, Thor is an exception because he's a god, you know, but like Spider-Man, all these other ones, they can't live forever, you know, so it's not going to be, you know, Peter Parker. It's going to change to a different person at some point if you want to have a Spider-Man and you're being kind of realistic about the thing. I get that. I don't mind that. You know, I don't mind that the latest Spider-Man movie, that Mary Jane was not a pale redheaded girl. That didn't bother me at all. I don't care about that. But Thor's a man. What in the world is wrong with letting men just have something at this point? I don't want the God of Thunder to be a female. I don't. That was the last one I got. Because I don't want to read about her. How do you go from that? Let me take it out of the plastic. I don't know if it'll help or not. But, really, come on. How do you go from that? A grizzled old vet, just so awesome, so cool to that. I want to read about him. I don't want to read about her. So I bought it. I did give it a chance, but then it was the last one that I bought. And I might reread all of these, except this one. I'm not going to reread that one, because I know I didn't like that one. So I may read all of these Thors, because they were so good. All of these were really good. She just left him a man. What's wrong with that? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, I won't say any more about it. But if you're wanting to read some Thor books that are good, the Thor, God of Thunder, #1, written by Jason Aaron. These were really good if you wanted to start here. And then when the numbers start over again, you just stop. Anyway, I have a ton of other books that I haven't read, and ones where I read like a few issues and then I, just jump to something else totally. So I'll start over and read all of those, and maybe I'll do another video and show y'all some of those. I'm really like secretly wanting to go through those hilarious wrestling magazines that we found and make Troy do another video of one of those interviews, because maybe nobody else thought it was funny, but I just thought that was hilarious, and it was a lot of fun to do that with him. And I have some other things that I'm wanting to get into. I have a table that a friend gave me that needs to be stripped of paint really bad, so I'm wanting to do that. And I have this cute bear figurine that I'm going to repaint for someone, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'm not super artistic. It's not going to look great. I'm probably not going to show it to you, because it's not going to be like worth showing you. It's not going to be like amazing or anything, but it'll be fun and give me something to do. And it's been really hot where I live, and then on top of hot flashes, it's been like really miserable. So most of the time I'm just sitting in my chair. I have one of those frog tog like stay cool things, so I'll have that, and then I may run to the bathroom and wet my hair and then sit in my chair with a box fan. So everybody else in the house is kind of freezing, but once I get all of that, it feels good to me. But yeah, that's about it. Maybe take the dog for a walk, things like that, because we're just cooped up inside. It's so awful. Hopefully all of this stuff will blow over soon. Anyways, I would be super interested to know if anybody has read any of the stuff that I've shown, and tell me what you think about it. Does anybody else even a little bit agree, that let's stop some of this and let men have their things, some of their things, let's just leave some of the characters alone and stuff, like I get some of them have to change, but I guess I'm just not the typical, women can do everything. I don't know. And I don't mind, like female characters, in books, having great big boobs and big legs and butts and all of that. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I'd rather read about, someone who looks like Vampirella than someone who looks like a potato. Sorry. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let me know your thoughts below.